This tutorial will help you guys set up your welcome page on your ePortfolio. So when you first get into your ePortfolio, you usually land on the welcome page. To tell if this is your welcome page, you'll notice that in the sections it's underlined, and on the side it says welcome. So this is how you know that you're on the welcome page. If you've navigated away, just go ahead and click on welcome and it will take you back to this page. This is the page that everyone sees when they first get to your ePortfolio. So what you want to do is kind of just introduce your ePortfolio, what's going to be on there and what they're going to find, and just a little bit more about you. So you'll notice that there is going to be a photo here. We're going to be replacing this, as you can see in the instructions here. And this should be a picture of ideally you or something that represents you. Now this is a professional way to kind of present yourself out there for your educational website, so you should use a nice photo of yourself if possible. For the next part, you want to have an introductory paragraph, so you kind of just want to start with your name, what you're doing at SLCC, and then you can kind of move on to telling a little bit about yourself here. So just kind of tell people a little bit about who you are and what your professors might want to know about you. So to begin, go ahead and just look for the edit button that's towards the top of your page here. Go ahead and click on that and start by deleting this image here. So if you click on it, it will have a blue highlight on it. Use your keyboard to delete this. So click the delete button or backspace button to delete your image there. If you have an image that you want to use, make sure you save it to your computer first before adding your photo. You cannot paste photos in here. Digication just wants you to use a specific way, like a specific button to add in your photos. So that button that we'll be using is this one here that looks a little bit like a Polaroid picture. It will say insert media when you hover your mouse on top of it. Go ahead and click on this button here to add your photo. You need to make sure that you have Adobe Flash working correctly for this to show up here. So if you don't have that, make sure you update your Flash player. Go ahead and look for choose file when it shows up, and go ahead and choose the photo that you want to use. You can just double click on your photo and it will upload that photo there and even show you a preview there. Go ahead and scroll down a little bit and then choose your alignment. You can choose whatever you want. The green will represent your image, and of course this is an example text that will demonstrate how the text will flow next to your image there. If you're trying to make this centered, go ahead and leave it as no alignment and click on insert. Your image will be placed on the page, and while it's still blue with the squares, you can go ahead and shrink it, or you can enlarge it if you want to. To center it, leave it selected and then use the center alignment button to center your image. Then you can click away. Now you can go ahead and start typing your paragraphs here. So we've done this part already, so I'm going to be deleting this part, and for the next part you can go ahead and delete the rest of it. In actuality, you will be deleting all of the instructions. Anything that is in this kind of grayish color here, you will be deleting. But for the purposes of this tutorial, I am going to be leaving these paragraphs here for your reference. That way you guys will get an idea of what you need to write. Here is an example of a real student's ePortfolio, and you guys can pause this video here to kind of see what you can write about yourself here. Once you have an idea of what you want to write, go back to your Digication, and then you can delete the rest of the instructions and start typing your paragraphs here. And like I said, I will be leaving this here, that way you guys know what to write. Once you are done writing whatever it is that you want to share, make sure to save your work, either clicking here or up here. Once you save, you will see a red warning here that says it has unpublished changes. You can either publish the page up here or in this tab here. It is a two-step process, so once you click on either here or here, you'll have to click on another button that will publish the rest of the changes, and you'll see either a green box or it will show you the published version of it. If you do get the green box, click on View Text, and then you'll see what has been changed. So that's it for your welcome page. Go ahead and move on to the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.